Well, a good day to you all, and today I get to fulfill a 10-year ambition in London to drive an old Wright bodied double-decker from around 2010, 2011. And as you can see, this one's got a very long wheelbase. There are some with short wheelbases as well. And this one has an emergency exit door at the back. Look at that. You don't get that on buses these days, don't you? And this one's on a 59 plate, which makes it late 2009, early 2010. It's a very sunny day today, it's very warm in London. This one has those distinguished Wright bodied lights. You can see it's from that era, I think from around 2009 to 2012. And it's a Volvo Wright bodied bus with a 9-litre Volvo engine. This one weighs 12,190 kilograms, about 12.2 tons, so it's actually heavier than, say, an Enviro by about 500 kilograms, but not as heavy as the electric bus that I drove recently. You can see from the design of it, it's a very different kind of bus to the other London buses. See, it's got that distinguished thing at the back, large piece of metal and tall windows. It does say that this bus has been modified to further reduce emissions, but compared to the other buses, this is probably creating the most emissions right now compared to the brand new buses in London. So you won't be seeing these buses much longer in London. I think in the next few years these will be replaced by brand new electric double-deckers. And I'm wondering if these will be replaced with electric then camera mirrors, or will they just probably leave London altogether? I don't think they'll modify these to have new style camera mirrors. Right. The capacity is 62 seated, 28 standing, or 62 seated, 24 standing, or one wheelchair user passenger. So in total that is around 90, isn't it? 90 or 86 plus a wheelchair. And it used to be owned by First Bus. As you know, I don't work for First Bus. I did many years ago, but this used to be a First Bus double decker, as you can see. I think, is that the First Bus logo or design of the seats? I don't know, let me know. But yeah, actually what I like about this bus is not only you have your emergency exit at the back. Look at that, you don't see that anymore on buses. You get a bar at the back. Seats are still comfortable. You got a nice little bit of leather on the seats here, which is lovely. Look at that. That's really nice to have quality leather at the back of the bus. Look at that. Now that is attention to detail. I like the fact you've got lots of windows on both sides. This is really good because on some buses there's not as many windows. Wait a minute, there's somebody shouting outside. Let me turn off. There's a load of girls arguing on the bus. Right, sorry, arguing on the street. This is, just to let you know, this is a 9-litre Volvo double-decker. I've actually waited 10 years to drive this. And you'll see behind there is an electric double-decker on the 45. That one I waited 3 years to drive. But this one I've actually been wanting to drive for 10 years, amazingly. I'm not sure what the vehicle height is. Some things have been scrubbed off. I think it's quite a tall bus. Let's just go upstairs. Nice staircase as well. Legroom, what's the legroom like? I did try this bus out a month ago when I learnt the route, but you can see there's a lot of windows upstairs. It's lovely to have all these windows. One's not open yet. But look, that opens really wide. Look at that. That opens the widest out of any bus window that I know of. So that's good for letting a lot of air in. Plenty of leg room. So for a 12.5-year-old bus, 12.5 years old, this is very good. I like it. You've got a bar here at the back. I've noticed on these buses you can't lay on the back seat. Some people can lay on the back seat. You know, I've seen homeless people in the past, people sleeping on the back seat. It's probably to prevent that. I don't think the air conditioning is working very well. I don't know if it's got tinted windows. There's something like a film on the glass. It might have a slight film on so you don't get any sunburn. Apart from that, it's nice. How many rows of seats you've got? You've got, let me see, how many rows of seats? I'm going to have to go in about a minute. This is a quick video, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you've got 10 rows of seats. That makes it very spacious because you usually get 11 rows of seats on this side. So it's a very spacious bus. You've got the big open window here, just at King's Cross, by the way. So you might know where I am. It's a very nice bus. I made a few notes. So it's a 10-year ambition when I came to London to drive one of these. And when I was driving an Oxford Circus bus to Dulwich, I was hoping to drive one of these, but they changed them to Boris buses about 7 years ago, so I never got to drive these ever. This is a 9 litre, I think it's a B9TL, Wright bodied, double decker. I've driven the 2005 models for years, which are 7.3 litre engines. And I've driven the new 2016, 2017 models, which have a 5.1 litre hybrid diesel setup. And I drove 10 litre Volvos, B10Bs, B10Ms many years ago up in Yorkshire. So I've driven about 4 different types, maybe 5 different types of Volvo engine bus. Also, another thing is you can actually, there's a button on the floor. Can't really show you, but there's a button on the floor to open and shut the front door, which is really good. I've been redundant for many years by not having buses that have your left foot working, because your right foot's for accelerating and braking. Obviously you need both hands for the steering wheel indicator, but your left foot has been redundant for many years, and it will continue because all the buses now have buttons to open the doors on the right side. So this one has a button on the left to open the door, but to close it there's a button. It's very spacious in the cab. The drivers have told me the heaters work in the winter. They say these are lovely buses. The drivers on this route love these buses. It's very nice and smooth to accelerate and brake. It really is lovely. The whole setup is nice. I think there was a thing where even if you set off, it says if you're indicating wrong or something like that, I've been told as well, which is a very intelligent system, which you don't get on other buses. But no, apart from that, it's a very nice bus. I've really enjoyed driving this first time. Steering wheel, Volvo, everything's just comfortable, spacious, smooth acceleration and braking, especially when you set off. You take your handbrake off after closing the doors and you put your foot on the accelerator and you're off. On a lot of buses these days, you have to pump the foot brake, then the accelerator to set off. So there's just something old school about this that I really like. It's really nice. Obviously less safety systems on it, but it is 12.5 years old. I think they stopped making these about 7, 8, 9 years ago anyway. But it's been nice to finally get to drive one. It's a 59 plate, late 2009, early 2010. Fleet number 5, if some of you want to know what it is. So yeah, it's really nice. Anyway, I'm going to go now and drive my bus. I think I've mentioned everything. And that's about it. Let me know in the comment section if you're doing these buses what you think. I think they're fabulous, and they will be leaving London in a few years time, so I'm grateful that I get to drive one of these, fulfill a 10-year-old ambition as a London bus driver, more so than the electric double-decker bus that took me 3 years to finally drive. So I get to drive 2 buses in a few weeks and fulfill a 3-year and 10-year ambition. Anyway, as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on another double-decker bus video very, very soon. Bye bye for now. Bye.